Hello, my name is Michaela. Today Mama's going to make a chili donut. They are best for Hanukkah because that is during a cooler season. However, since yesterday was National Donut Day, Mama decided to treat us with them for brunch today. Watch Mama and a recipe will follow.
Okay, so I'm going to start the lovely little donut. These are Israeli donuts, and what I've done is I've already heated the oil for long enough to make a 1-inch cube of dry bread fry completely in about a minute. So when your oil is about that hot is when you know that it's ready for the donuts. And this is a little bit tricky because you have to make sure that you have the donuts to kind of plop in there gently, because hot grease will definitely burn you, baby. So you just kind of drop it in there a little bit, and it kind of fries a little bit. You hear that nice sizzling sound, and you smell the wonderful aroma. I altered the recipe a little bit. Instead of putting sour cream in there, I used yogurt and kefir in equal enough portions to equal up to 1.5 cups. So that's what I did. Now, as far as the shape of the donuts, they are not going to be round. They don't have holes in the middle, but they are very, very delicious nevertheless. Whenever they're finished, they will be a little bit of golden brown. I will drain them on a paper towel. Then I will sprinkle them with powdered sugar. I know that you like that, don't you? Well, I do. I certainly love that. This is something typical for Hanukkah. If you were to celebrate Hanukkah, you would do this as a nice dessert during those cold winter nights. But you don't have to wait till then. And the reason why I chose to do the donuts today is because a couple of days ago, I think it was maybe even yesterday, was like National Donut Day or something. And I thought, what better donut would be than to have an Israeli donut? Okay, so look. You see how they're flipping over like little pillows? That's nice, but it's kind of scary too, because what if they had, like, pockets of, air or something, they might pop. So let's just be a little careful. Don't do this around your kids or little cousins or even your parents, because sometimes they can be a little freaky too. Just kidding. Actually, adults should do this. And if children want to do it, you need to ask your parents for permission, and you need to have them to assist you. This is not one of those things that you can do for your parents as a surprise. It's too dangerous, far too dangerous. I could have done this in my black cast iron skillet, but I chose to do this way because it's much faster, easier, and it's probably a lot less messy, actually. Now, I don't typically boil, not boil, but I don't typically deep fry many things, but I decided to go ahead and do this. This is just a treat. This is not how I eat every day. If I did, that would be very unhealthy. As you know, usually in the morning, is from another video that I don't know if I put it out or not, I might do that later, is in the morning I have kefir, and then I have juice, which I make myself with vegetables, about 4 or 5 different fresh organic veggies, and maybe a little fruit. I have that every morning, except for on rare occasions when I'm not eating at home. But that's my routine. Okay, you see how this is turning beautiful golden brown? They're just beautiful. I think that I will take one out so that you can see it. I'm going to get my container to drain them on. You must drain these. These are super oily, greasy. You don't want to eat a lot of grease. See how pretty that is? Okay. It kind of looks like a little pillow, doesn't it? And these are even good if you cool them in the refrigerator after, you know, you've eaten enough or whatever. You can say, well, save them for tomorrow. But make sure you sprinkle them with powdered sugar before they cool too much, or it won't really stick very good. And oh, look how cute that is. It almost looks like a little puffer fish. Okay, and here's another one. Now there are many, many more that come out of this one batch. This one's a little bit light on the bottom, but that's okay because it's very brown and golden on the other side. You know, they almost look like hush puppies. Have y'all ever had hush puppies? If you know what that is, that would be a great idea for breakfast also, hush puppies with buttermilk. That sounds good. Okay, so this is what we do now. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to let them drain some of the oil off, because after all, I mean, that's something you don't want to have a lot of. Okay, let's pretend that they're already drained well. You'll get your powdered sugar, and you will sprinkle a little bit on top. And you might even want to roll it around in there a little bit. I'm going to use an unconventional method here. Oops, very unconventional. I'm just going to sprinkle this, and then I'm just going to kind of flip them around in there to make it easier and quick, because I don't have time to get my sister out. I should have already had that out, so I wasn't going to do that. But anyway, you just kind of roll them around and round and around, and they're pretty. Oh, and they smell delicious. Oh, you have to smell these. And I'm not kidding. Even if you're like trying to be on a very strict diet or something, this is something that you might not want to pass up just at least once. Again, these are called Israeli doughnuts. The Hebrew name I cannot pronounce well, but I'll have it up here too. It's like Soofgniyot or something, Doughnuts or something. Maybe someone can help you with that. It's Soofgahn-ee-YOTE. I learned about these because I grew up in a very wonderful home where my parents always made meals from all different places in the world, traditional dishes. And I was very fortunate that we didn't just stick to one type of food. As a matter of fact, my mom makes some of the best egg rolls I've ever had. She makes the best kugel I've ever had. And we also eat a lot of tribal food from, like cha-cha. It's similar to, well, it's just, I'll have to tell you about that later. But thank you for watching. Bye-bye.